Okay, in question 3, we've had a survey. 100 students are surveyed. That's important. And we're asked if they like basketball, football, or swimming. And the sets are represented by the first letter of each of those words, which is pretty usual for these set problems. This is a little bit different. It just means the universal set. It's Turkish notation. So if we go ahead now, we see that 42 students like swimming. So if we look straight ahead without even looking at the questions, we can see some information already. Here's the section for swimming. We know this all has to add up to 42. So we have an equation here. We can say, well, if we add these up, that's 12 plus 8 is 20, plus 17 is 37, plus P, we're told that that must equal 42. And so from this we can work out what P is. We can see if we subtract 37, we're going to get 5. And also in the next part of the question, this next bit of information, we see that 40 students like exactly one sport. So that's these sections here, here, and here. So if we add those together, we see 20 plus 8 is 28. And if we add that to Q, we're told that it has to be 40. So Q, if we subtract 28, must be equal to 12. So we can put this information straight into our diagram just from reading the information in the question. So now let's read ahead. Now let's look at the questions. Find. Now this is an important word. When we see find, we're expected to show some calculations. Find the values of P, Q, and R. Well, we've done P and Q. So now what's left is just to find R over here. So R is the section where it's not any of them. Well, we're going to use this bit of information that there were 100 students to start with and add the rest up. So for R, we're going to say R is equal to 100 and minus the sections of the union in this Venn diagram. So let's use the information in the question to make this a bit easier. We're told in the swimming that it's 42, so we're going to have to subtract all of the swimmers there, students who like swimming. But then there are only these three elements remaining, and so that makes the calculation a bit easier. If we add these together, it's 45 plus 12, that's 57. And so we have 100 and subtract 99, so R is equal to 1. So there we go, we found our values of P, Q, and R. And B, how many students like all three sports? Well, this is just an interpretation question here. All three sports, we're looking for the intersection. So that's this section here. So we can see that all three sports, there are 17 students who liked all three. Basketball and swimming, but not football. And we're looking for the intersection of basketball and swimming, which is here, but not football. So don't count the bit here included in the football set, and that's going to be 12. Right, in part C, we're given a command term here. We're asked to find. So we're looking to find. Now we're going to need some calculations. Find the number of elements that are not in B. So here's B. Let's discount all of that. So we're just going to add up the rest. So the calculation is going to be fairly simple here. It's just 12 plus 5 plus 8 plus 1, just the other elements there. And so I think it's going to be easiest if we add the 12 and the 8 together to make 20, and that's going to be 26. So the number not liking basketball is 26. So the next question, we're asked to find the number of students who enjoy basketball and football, and also not swimming. So let's look here. We're going to shade B and F. That's the union of B and F here, this first section here. Intersect that with not swimming. So we're going to have to take away the bit here that do like swimming. So that's going to be the intersection there. It's going to be 20. Because we're asked to find, we need to show some calculations. 20 plus, what was that in behind there? I think it was 25. Yep, 25. 20 plus 25 plus Q, which we know was 12. So add all of that up together. So 25 and 12 is 37, plus the 20 gives us 57. So it's all been set so far, and finally in D we're going to get to some probability. So we're asked to see one student is chosen at random. That's important. At random from the 100 students. So we're going to find, here's another command term, so we need some calculation. Find the probability that the student only likes swimming. So only likes swimming is going to be just this section here in the Venn diagram. Actually, there's no calculation to do. Oh, perhaps there is. So only likes swimming, there's 8 out of the 100, and the calculation is going to be with the simplification. So these are both even numbers, so we can divide by 2, and these are also even, so we can simplify again, 2 over 25. In part II, likes basketball but not swimming. So let's look here. So basketball, likes the basketball, doesn't like the swimming. So we discount those two numbers, add up the rest, and so we see that that's 45 out of the 100 students. And again, we're going to see that both of these numbers can divide by 5. So we've got 9 over 20 as our simplified probability.